For those of you who are new to the battle for our pop culture, welcome. You're in for a week to 10 days of some very intense scrapping. And of course I'm referring to Sony, Naughty Dog, and The Last of Us Part 2. Buckle up.
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
Like I said, welcome. For several weeks now, you've been lied to. You've been lied to by the likes of Neil Druckmann and Troy Baker. They have told you that this game and the leaks from this game were out of context, and it couldn't be ruined by a few screenshots or plot leaks. Then followed the barrage of positive reviews from the so-called game urinalists that exist in this world, giving the game a unanimous praise, a unanimous positive score, scores that were unheard of before, and proclaiming this game the Game of the Year, despite the fact that the real Game of the Year has yet to be released, and that, of course, is Cyberpunk 2077. Then we enter into the Day 1 gameplay that began to leak yesterday. Of course, the entire playthroughs then streamed online in various platforms, and the realization that this game was even worse than we have been saying all along. The 1.5 hours that originally leaked so many weeks ago were actually probably the best synopsis of this game. It's an empty, petty destruction of a beloved set of characters set in a narcissistic projection of the creative director's nihilistic vision of the world. This game is a disaster in so many different ways. It was destroyed, well, I should say it has destroyed the goodwill between the game studio and a huge section of its fan base. It destroyed any possible continuation of the franchise, and it has made the creation of the upcoming or somewhat announced television or movie product that was supposed to be put out into the ether. And it represented the bad optics of a soy-drenched creative director tainted with the Sarkeesian stench, pushing out a female writer who was responsible for the initial tone and creation of these characters to begin with. The studio and its corporate masters do not get to walk away from this scot-free. They were complicit in the censorship of the game's detractors. They further exposed themselves as complicit in a broader form of censorship when it came to other game titles that first appeared too spicy to them and their puritanical views. And yet, the now infamous alphabet sex scene in this game is counter to any corporate narrative that they can muster as an offer to explain the censorship that they have participated in before. The media, in all its forms, is willing to self-destruct and destroy the credibility and their own credibility to support products, stories, and arguments as weak as this game. They will bend over backwards to have these opportunities to shill, even when the consumer base is rising up to clap back against this manipulative practice. This kind of hypocrisy and bold-faced lying is what contributed to the spawning of the fandom menace in the first place. The political agenda of media in its various iterations contributed heavily. The divisive nature of everything presented by these mewling quim has coalesced this movement against you, and I assure you that as we continue to grow in numbers, we will continue to drive down corporate earnings and increase the backlash to your 1933 German ideology. For now, enjoy the sales of this game to the uninformed and unprepared customers that you have duped. In the largest part, you are responsible for growing the disgust of people in your industry. We will continue to bring light to your lack of ethics, hypocrisy, and to your overwhelming and unmitigated greed. For those of you watching, thank you. And For all of you, please take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, support independent creators because they're going to be more honest to you, and finally, until next time, bye. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.